beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Karina, and for today's video we are back with another first impression / wear test for a foundation. And this foundation is affordable. Let's give a round of applause for that. We love a affordable foundation. I know I do. Of course I love my high-end makeup, but something about the drugstore affordable products just make me so happy. What I'm using today is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Glow Illuminating Foundation, medium to full coverage with vitamin C and lotus flower extract. This is what it looks like. I found this at Ulta. I really haven't heard anybody talking about it, but I knew I need to get my hands on it and try it. You guys know I am obsessed with doing foundation reviews, first impression type videos. I just love testing out a new foundation. Something about it, it's so exciting. Packaging is super cute. It has the little gold accent. And it is a glass bottle just like the rest. You guys know they have a regular Conceal and Define, which is more matte. They have the Conceal and Hydrate, and then now they have this Conceal and Glow, which I'm assuming this is going to be a way more dewy or glowy than the regular Hydrate. Before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time that I upload, and let's just get into this. Okay, so you guys know the drill. We're going to prime with my Ride or Die primers, and of course it's going to be the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer for my pores. That never changes. I haven't found anything yet that beats this. If you have any recommendations for one, please comment down below. I would love to try that. For all over the face, it's going to be the Heart Candy Hydrating Primer. Okay, so before I apply foundation, I wanted to go ahead and kind of read to you guys what the claims are on this foundation. And it says, this buildable coverage foundation has been pumped with brightening vitamin C plus light reflecting pearl particles for the ultimate skin loving radiant finish. Simply blend over the complexion and watch your skin endlessly illuminated, brightened, and gorgeously glowing all day long. So it sounds like to me it's supposed to be a nice buildable coverage and give you that nice glow, which I love a glowy foundation, especially right now this time of year, because it's getting cold. You know, I like for my skin to look a little glowy, which is kind of weird because I feel like a lot of people like to look glowy in the summer, which I don't. I'm combo and I will be an oily mess. So wintertime is like, fall, winter is like the perfect time for me to have like a glowy foundation because my skin will get a little bit dry. Now, I found on Ulta, they're only for some reason selling 8 shades, but then on Makeup Revolution's actual site, it has 20 shades. So if you're wanting to try it and you don't have your shade on Ulta, then definitely try the Makeup Revolution site. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. And you guys know the drill. One side sponge, one side brush. So let's see if this one has a pump. Yes, it has a pump. It's not the doe foot. Shake it up a little since it is a glowy foundation. I have the shade F10.5. Sponge first. I think this shade is definitely gonna work. Okay, right off the bat, there's definitely a scent. It kind of smells like paint. If you guys remember what the first Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation smelled like, this is what it smells like. So it definitely has good coverage, and I'm definitely seeing that glow, if you guys can see it. I definitely think it is more glowy than the regular Conceal and Define and the Hydrate. I'm definitely seeing that. So with this sponge, it has really good coverage. I definitely give this like a medium coverage. I don't think I'm gonna need more than this. I feel like if I build this too much, it might kind of slip and slide on my face, so I don't want to add too much. So now I'm going to go in with my Cosmetics Love is the foundation brush. I have been loving this brush. It is such a good brush. And I mean, how cute is this packaging? Oh, so cute. So this side is also giving me medium coverage. And see which side looks a little bit better. They pretty much look exactly alike. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, and I think it has the same amount of coverage with the sponge and the brush. It feels a little more dewy like on the skin itself, but I do like the way it looks on my skin. It doesn't look bad at all. Clean here on my dry patch here, but everything has been clean here, so I'm not gonna say too much about that. I don't think it looks too bad. I'm just gonna grab the rest of the foundation that's on the plate here and just use it up and kind of give myself a little more coverage here in my cheek area that I normally like. I like a little more coverage in this area. And then same with the brush. Just kind of add a little more coverage there. So let's go ahead and move on to concealer. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in light beige. I like to do concealer on camera just so you guys can see the blendability with the concealer and the foundation, because sometimes you can find a concealer totally does not work with the foundation. So we're going to see how this blends out on the foundation. So it seems to be blending out perfectly fine. Not any type of weird separation or anything. They are blending into one another for sure. They're looking very dewy, luminous, as you can tell, but I am going to set my under eyes with some powder. Now I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing lately. I've actually been going in with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and mine is in medium 2. And I go in first with this powder, and I either go in with a sponge or one of these, you know, hand sponges, but I just washed it so it's wet, so I can't use that. So I'm just going to go in with my regular sponge and tap the excess off and then go in. I feel like this gives me such an airbrush look underneath my eyes and really sets it down. Just because it gives it that nice smooth effect. And then I will go in with my setting powder, which I've been loving, my Laura Mercier setting powder. This is just an OG setting powder. Go in right after and use this to set also, because I do not like for my under eyes to crease, because they crease so easily. And then here on my chin, I'm not going to set around here just because, like I said, I have that dry patch going on right now. I wish it would just go away. It's driving me nuts. This is a dewy foundation. I do want to set here on the outer parts of my cheeks where I'm going to be putting bronzer. I don't want anything to skip or anything. And then here on my forehead, because I do crease there as well. And that is it. Everything is applying beautifully. I really like how this is looking. It's looking really smooth, pretty. It's not quite as dewy now that I've set. Now, if you like a super dewy look, don't set. And this is really going to give you the glow. But because I do have combination skin, I need to set in those certain areas. But it does look really nice, smooth. Not, you could probably build it to be way more full coverage than this, but this is good for me. Now I'm going to just finish off my makeup off camera and I will be right back. Alright you guys, so I am all finished with my makeup, and as you can tell, it got very dramatic, very fall. But I love the way this turned out, and this foundation looks really, really good. It just looks so smooth and pretty, like not your skin but better, a little more full coverage, but everything just looks so good. Like not too much coverage, just enough. But it is looking super smooth. Everything is looking beautiful. Everything blended out amazingly. I had no issues at all. It doesn't look cakey at all whatsoever anywhere. I really am liking the way it looks. Wearing the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick and Stepping Out. And then I have these lashes, which are so dramatic and beautiful, in Daydream by Beauty Creations. These are their 3D foaming lashes. Well, love them. Yeah, that is about it for the rundown on it. Looks smooth, looks so good, comfortable, not heavy, doesn't look cakey, and everything blended out amazingly. So we're gonna wear this bad boy throughout the day. I'm gonna go having a late start, so it is 45 almost. And I'm going to wear this throughout the day and see just how long this foundation will last. It doesn't claim to be like super long wearing or anything. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go throughout my day and I will check back in a little while. Okay guys, so I've almost had this foundation on for 4 hours. Not quite 4 hours yet, but this is what the foundation is looking like. My forehead is definitely starting to get oily, and then around my nose is starting to get oily and kind of break apart. But it doesn't look terrible. Like if I just blot, everything will look much better. But my whole face actually looks really good. I think it looks good. I asked my sister what she thought, and she said it looked good, just, you know, oily in those two areas. So I think I'm going to blot now and see what it looks like in my Palladio rice paper blotting sheets. And I'm going to use the side without the powder and just kind of blot. This is what came off. And now that looks much better. I will check back in at the end of the night and we'll see how this foundation is looking. Alright you guys, so we have reached the end of the night and I had to take off those eyelashes. I feel like after you've had them on for a while, it's like, okay, gotta go. But overall of this foundation, I actually really like it. It's not going to be one of those long wearing foundations for me. Around my nose here has already come off. I only have a little bit here. But everywhere else, it looks really good. Everything is still on, some off my chin. Foundation actually reminds me a lot of my It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better foundation. They actually look a lot alike. The only thing I could say is that off of initial application, the Makeup Revolution one is a little definitely more glowy compared to the It Cosmetics one, but they're very, very similar and they wear a lot alike. I think this is definitely going to be a foundation for my dry skin girls to normal. If you have combination skin, I definitely think you can make this work. This might be maybe a little bit too dewy for someone that's a little more oily, but overall I do like it. Like I said, I do have combination skin, so this will definitely be a foundation for me that I only wear for like maybe 3 hours, like just going out to dinner and coming right back. Nothing that I'm going to wear all day long. But that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.